Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. This video is for Monday, June 8th for the course activity involving sides, angle, and angles of congruent triangles. All right. Now I've already jumped to slide 5 because that's where the activity really starts. If you kind of go backwards, it's just going to be like some direction, the rubric, and all that kind of stuff. All right. So the activity starts with you doing some rigid transformations, meaning we're going to take this triangle and perform 3 transformations. We're first going to translate it 5 units right and 2 units up. Then we're going to reflect that triangle, the new triangle, across the line y equals negative x. And then after that, whatever we get here, we're going to rotate 270. So that's important to know that the very first transformation, you're using this triangle. But after that, you're using the most recent triangle. Okay? And I'll kind of walk you through how that is. Now, this is kind of confusing in the beginning because this right here, this interface, it's not very helpful as far as drawing the transformations, especially because after we do that, they ask us to find angle measures. And there's no way of finding angle measures if you were to do the activity right here. So what I'm going to have you do is go through this link right here, and it'll take you to this GeoGebra setup. Notice that triangle is in the exact same location as this is right here. So what I'm going to have you do is perform your transformations and do all the work here. And then once you're done, you can export the image. Pretty much it's just going to take a screenshot of your drawing, and I'm going to have you upload it. So I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second. Okay, so I'm going to do the first transformation just so you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, then it's going to be up to you guys to do the following 2 transformations. All right, so the first transformation is to translate each point 5 units to the right and 2 units up. So if we go back over here, the first thing I want to do is I want to get the grid view. So I click on this right here, click on that little graph paper, and then click on the graph paper one more time. That's going to allow us to see our points a little clearer. Okay, so I need to move A, B, and C to the right 5 and up 2. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to click on my points. So I'm going to go from A, I'm going to go right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2. And put a point right there. Now notice it's D. Technically, we're going to use prime notation. So I'm going to show you how to go through this and label these using prime notation in a second. Go from B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2. And then from C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 2. So the D is the A, the E is the B, and the F is the C. So we want to rename those. So I'm going to click on these 3 little dots right here, go to settings, and see where it says name. I'm going to put A prime, A apostrophe. Okay. And I'm going to click on E. I'm going to label that B prime. I'm going to click on F. I'm going to label that C prime. Actually, I don't think these are saving. So I'm going to have to do that one more time. Looks like I need to click off to the side for it to actually register. There we go. So as you can see, I have A prime, B prime, and C prime now. Then we're going to go ahead and draw a triangle polygon. Start at A, go to B, go to C, go back to A. And I want to change the color of that, so I'm going to click on the arrow. And if I just click on this triangle that we created, I can change its color. So let's make it that right there. Okay. So I just translated triangle ABC to the right 5 units and up 2 units. Okay. That is the first translation you want to do. Then from there, I'll go back over. We want to draw a line y equals negative x. So the line y equals negative x is literally the line y with a slope of negative. So start at 0, 0. My slope is negative 1, or negative 1 over 1. So it'd go right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, or up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. So if I want to draw that line in, I can just literally pick a point right here and right here. So now I have the line y equals negative x. The next transformation would be reflect over that. So I want to reflect our new image, so not this one. I want to reflect this one over this line. All right. Then after I reflect it, I would have A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. You'll rename them just how I did A, B, and C over here. After I, again, reflect across this. Okay. After I reflect, I'm going to rotate 270, so that would be triple prime. So by the end, there should be 4 triangles on your screen here. A prime, A double prime, A triple prime. So you should have 4 triangles within your diagram. This would reflect here, and when I rotate 270, it's going to go somewhere up over here. So how do I want you to turn this in for the first part? So I don't want you to draw on this. Don't worry about drawing anything on here. All the work you're going to do is going to be right here. Okay. Once you've completed all the transformations, and again, the reason why we want to do our work here is because for part 2, this part right here, we have to find out the angle measures. So if I want to find the measure of angle ABC, I have to use our measure angle tool. Angle A to B. Let's go backwards. I gotta go the other way. C to B to A. There we go. So that's how I can find the measure of angle B. You cannot do that if you put your drawing on here. That's why I'm saying just worry about this. So once your drawing's done with the 4 triangles, what you want to do is click Export Image. See how it takes a nice screenshot of just my drawing? Download that. So I'm going to download it. And then I'm going to save that to my desktop. I'm going to replace the old one that I'd already had because I actually was just practicing this for a little bit. Come back over here, and what I want you to do is I want you to insert that image in part B. So click on Insert Image and just literally drag that file there, and it will insert that image into the part B. So I'm going to grade part A by the image you put in part B. Okay? So again, don't draw on this at all. All right? Don't draw on this at all. Just do that, and then just do the stuff on this activity over here, and then take a use that export image and plug it in. Remember to just click on here, and they'll say you can drag and drop it, or you can upload it. Once that's done, then you work on to part B. So you're finding the angle measures of every single angle in all 4 of your triangles. Okay? A prime, B prime, C prime. A, this is double prime, this is triple prime. They just couldn't put the notation in. First triangle, second triangle, third triangle, fourth triangle. So if I go back to my drawing, angle B is 119.74, angle ABC 119.74. Then I'd move on to angle C, move on to angle A. Now, one thing to be aware of when you're doing the angle measure tool, guys, is sometimes it'll take the angle measure of the outside. So if I'm trying to find angle C, I'm going B to C to A. Notice it's giving me the angle measure of outside the triangle. That's not what we want, right? So instead, go from A to C to B. Okay, so if you notice that it's giving you the outside angle, just go the opposite direction. So instead of going B, C, A, I'm going to go A, C, B. being funky. Sometimes this is getting kind of weird. So angle A, C, there we go, B. And then that'll give me that, looks like it's 37.87. Okay. So you're going to do that for all 4 triangles. Guys, I apologize. Sometimes GeoGebra is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I have faith in you guys, okay? So that should help. All right, now the other parts of the activity is you'll find the side lengths. So remember, the way I want to find a side length is I go to my measuring tool, but now I'm going to find distance and length. So if I want to find the length of A prime to C prime, click on A, click on C, it gives me that length. All right, so you're going to be doing that for all 4 triangles. So the only image you have to put is that one right in the beginning here with all 4 triangles written up. Everything else is going to be filling in these charts or typing in answers. Let me know if you have any questions as you're working through this. Remember, these are all technically congruent triangles because we're doing rigid transformations. That should help you answer some of these questions a whole lot faster. All right, have a good Monday.